Guys, as promised, I'm back with the next episode of Aunt Yaoi Paradise. And guess what? Just as requested, I not only got a fourth aunt for you guys, but I've introduced him to the group. And down here, this one is Keith. I named that one Keith, yes. And I put them in a bigger enclosure because we're growing the family, guys. We're getting more aunts every day. Keith is there, and the new one is a couple millimeters bigger than Keith. As you're going to see here, this is our newest member. His name's Lance. Lance is going for a crawl up the old shirt. Hunk is always climbing the walls. Yes, I named them. Hunk's always climbing the walls. This is Lance, though. I know how to tell them apart because their size. I'm not going to get any more. I won't be able to tell them apart anymore. But what I'm learning from these guys is they have very separate personalities from these ants. There's Hunk on the far wall. Let's see if we can get a close-up of Hunk. Hey! Okay, so we're going to this side of our ant enclosure to see Hunk misbehaving and climbing the walls. Which is why you want to make sure and have your handy-dandy lid. These guys can climb. Okay, Hunk, where are you going? Hunk's on a roll. Yep, he's going on the fern. I put some ferns in here. Oh yeah, let me explain my new developments, guys, because not only did I get a fourth ant, Keith has been doing this weird ball thing. I think it's to clean himself, but let me tell you the weirdest thing that happened earlier with these ants. So I added the new member, right? And this one immediately recognized one of his family members from his group. And he recognized Keith. And Keith here ran to him. Well, not Keith, but my bad. Lance ran to Keith, and they were like embracing for about 20 minutes, and I'm so pissed off I missed getting that on film. I put this little washcloth with water in there, some ferns, a flower for him because they love the flowers. Don't ask me why. Then I got a fern or two in there, some grapes that we've cut recently for him. And over here, as you can see, Shiro's just been chilling by himself. Shiro is kind of the lone ant. But they have personalities, guys, and I can't even, stress this enough. It is so strange. I never imagined an ant to have a personality, but each of them really do. And let me tell you, it was so cute watching them hug and embrace and all that stuff. I'll give you a peek down inside, actually, from the top in a minute. I can't keep it off too long, though, because Hunk is a climber. And that's one thing that the others will do sometimes, but they're not as adamant. Hunk has been climbing up and down those walls all day for exercise. And he's also our biggest ant in here. Which, he's up on the wall now. Go figure. And I will not be showing myself in this video because I do not look pleasant. But come to this side, you can see Mr. Hunk once again attempting to climb the wall, as blurry as that is. I'm going to try to give you a top way view later because, well, for one example, I physically can't do much at the moment with Hunk climbing up and down these walls. The second he sees light coming the top, he runs for the top, so. But Keith and Lance don't ever go too far from each other. Keith is doing the weird ball thing again. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's right in front of the grape, guys. You see that round ball? That's Keith. He does this weird ball thing. He'll, ball himself up, and then he crawls around. Hunk, why do you do this? Where's Lance? Lance went on an adventure after embracing his lover, because Yaoi is happening in this tank, and that is no exaggeration. I seen them locking lips earlier, kind of. If they have lips, whatever they put up front there. Oh, Hunk! What did I tell you about climbing the walls? I put fun stuff in there for you. I put ferns and berries and, well, if grapes are berries. And I put other stuff, but yeah, no, they were literally kissing weird earlier and rubbing all over each other. And I'm not sure what that behavior does, but Lance is now climbing the wall. He's a little bigger than Keith, and I'm only going to get 4 ants, guys, because I can keep track and still know which one's which this way. I tried to get a 5th one, but, you know, I named him after the Paladins of Voltron because I just figured that would be fun. I know! It's a ship! Guys, down below, when you get the chance, hashtag AntKiss, hashtag ship Keith and Lance Ant. You know, hashtag that all down below in the comments once the video's ended. But my ant chart over here is looking pretty interesting, guys, because I've been doing some research with my ants. So, if you look here, my ant chart, the biggest ant is called Hunk, the middle ant is called Shiro, and the smallest ant's called Keith. Hunk spends most of his time in the flower. Yeah, he did in the last one, but now I'm noticing he's climbing walls. So, he was a flower ant, and now he's a wall climber. Go figure. Clance, yes, hashtag Clance Ants. In the comments below, guys. Hashtag Clance Ants. Let's see here. There you go. And then, let's see what else we got. You're fine, Rose. Oh, and happy birthday, Twitty. I'll get back to showing you the... We have a weird inchworm in the tank, guys. I didn't even attempt this, but there's a baby inchworm in the tank, and it's this little line. I'm trying to get the camera to focus. I just noticed it. Inching up the wall. What a turn of events. We got a little inchworm in here, too. See that? Right? I'm going to try to get it on my screen. Right there. He's literally inching up the side of the tank. Like, I kid you not. He's right up here next to Lance. You want to name the little inchworm Flower? Okay, Flower is inching up the tank. We're now growing our little terrarium in here. I'm just praying that the ants don't eat little Flower because he's adorable. Okay, we've got Flower, Lance. Lance is up here having a bath because he's got to be beautiful for his boyfriend because there is an official ship going on in this tank right now, guys. I put some grapes in there. Okay, we're going to go down here and continue reading this really quick. It says, he spends time in the flower. Shiro loves to sit up on the wall for hours at a time, which he used to, but now he's more of a ground ant. He's realized there's no escape. The new guy, however, Lance, he's hanging out up top. He wants to be on top of the world. He's going towards Flower. What's going to happen? Oh my god, they've just made contact. Oh, Flower hit him in the face. Did you see that? I think he knows not to mess with that ant anymore. Or the ant knows... Sorry, Lance knows not to mess with Flower anymore. Flower just hit him in the face and... Oh! This is a new development. Flower is crawling after Lance. What even is happening right now? The little inchworm is following Lance, but Lance is way faster and left Flower behind. So he's like, I'm done with you, Flower. Flower is savage. I don't think I have to worry about little baby Flower being eaten by ants, because, like, unless Hunk gets a hold of them, because I don't know about Hunk. Might be too big for little Flower to handle, but hopefully that happens. But look at Lance, he's just, like, chill over here. Speaking of Hunk, I bet he's trying to escape again, because I can't see him on the floor. Anywhere. Oh... Lance, you just got hit in the face, dude. What do you have to say to that, to Flower, which is, like, now inches above you, because she followed you? I'm hoping it's a she. Oh, that would end the Yaoi trade, though. Oh. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Flower loves... Shiro loves to sit up on the wall for hours at a time. That was in the first tank. However, sorry, a gnat flew at my face. Now, he seems to be a ground ant. So, see, Keith spends most of his time down in the sand and perches on the tomato or banana. Again, this is the old tank. Let's see. Keith also grooms himself a lot. Yep, that's true. Still, he'll ball up and groom himself constantly. And day 2 added Ant 4, Lance. He is only millimeters bigger than Keith and always loves on him. Oop! My notes are concluding that these ants have different personalities, and Little Flower, as we've found, who mistakenly got in here, probably on one of the ferns or plants I put in there from outside, is just chilling right now, not moving, just chilling on the wall. Just looks like another little speck in my camera because my camera is terrible, but I'll point right at her. She is right here. Guys, she's this little blot on the screen. She's that tiny. Oh, Lance, where are you going, buddy? Wait. Yeah, that is Lance. Okay. Lance is crawling on the sand, and that's a good close-up of him, actually. Where's he going? Is he going to find Keith? Keith is over grooming himself in a ball again, so we gotta find Hunk. Oh, where is everybody? We got Lance here. We're gonna do roll call so we can find everyone. We got Keith still in the same place. No longer grooming, just kind of checking out the grape. Shiro's still chill here. He seems to be grooming as well. Cool, Shiro. But where's Hunk? That's the lasting question. Is Hunk still in the tank? Has this lid held? Or did Hunk make a daring getaway? For a second I thought that speck of dirt was Hunk. Oh, is he on the lid? I can't tell. Everything's so dark. Oh, these guys better be grateful to have this tank, though, because, like, in the long run, I had to wash a giant spider out of it, and I'm talking one of the biggest spiders I've ever seen. It was bigger than, like, my upper thumb. It was, like, that big in the body, and then its legs were huge, and it scared me, and spiders, as you guys know, don't usually scare me. Keith, you're saying hello. Shiro is fine, he's down here in the corner. There's Keith. Lance, check. I still don't see Hunk. Guys. Oh, problem solved, I found Hunk. He is actually, I don't know if you guys can see him from here, but he's found a home on this fern, which is going to be hard to get a good angle on because he's actually... Whoa, slow down. There he is. Hunk, you gave me a heart attack, bud. Thought you got out. I've actually... You may think I'm faking this attachment to these ants, but I had a... Oops. Sorry about the camera. Must be making you dizzy. I had an actual thing with this tank. This actually used to be my fish squishes tank. And now it's holding life again, so it's something very meaningful for me to start over with a new group of creatures. And something that I could just get out in my yard, you know, something that was close to home, close to my heart. And who knew you could get attached to 4 very different personality ants. And let me tell you, like I said, you may not believe it, but these guys do have very separate personalities, and the water is over there for them. It's on the red cloth. We're going to be doing daily vlogs until I leave for Oregon around the 27th, because I'm planning a trip down to Oregon. In which case I'll either have released these guys by then, which I'm going to be really sad to see them go, because I'll be there 3 weeks. Or, so in 3 weeks' time, I may have to say goodbye to them and return them back to their normal hive. But, if not, I'll just ask my dad to keep an eye on them and water them while I'm gone. Get them the water that they need and keep chopping up fresh food for them, take out the old food, put in the new grapes, and just do little stuff like that for these guys, because I don't plan on keeping them in captivity forever, but I do grow attached to these guys. Like I said, yeah, I don't want to leave them either, but... Oh, what do we got? They're on a vacation from their hive. The new guy, he's still, like, hyper and not used to the fact that they're here. You know, he's, pretty set in stone that he's gonna be staying here. The old ones are, at least. The new one, he's, like, not sure. That's Keith. Lance is over here, still pacing the cell. Oh, the terrarium. The walls. Where you going, Keith? Gonna go find Shiro, who found the fern? See, I made it as homey as possible for them. I've added their own natural stuff, but Keith over here, I always get worried about him. He's so much tinier than the others, and he always ends up kind of alone. Which is why I named him Keith. He's the lone wolf of the group. And you can't tell in this camera, but he's really tiny. Oh my god, he is like tinier than the head of a pin. Well, his butt is. His front half is about like the length of, I'm trying to think of something to compare him to. Well, just look at him next to my finger. I look like a giant. He's so small. Oh, and there he goes up the wall. Keith, what are you doing? Are you attempting some dastardly escape? Hunk finally chilled. And what you do, if you want to keep your own ant terrarium, you want to make sure, and if no one's up near the top of it, which flower crawled over to this wall now? I'm trying to get a good angle to show you. Flowers over on this wall. I don't know if you can see that, but there's too much junk in the background. But if I get at this angle, there's a little black dot there. That's flower. The mistaked inchworm. Who knows? What if she butterflies? Let's see what happens as the week progresses, guys. Stay in touch. Stay tuned for the grand finale of the seasons. And we'll be working up each week. See what happens between these guys. It'll all be live, though, so whatever happens, it won't be pre-recorded, guys. It'll be here live with you now. We spent 17 minutes watching these ants. Let me know if you guys want to see more of them. Just got them in a bigger aquarium area, so you'll be able to see them better. And I'm keeping 4, like I said, otherwise I will lose on Who's Who, which will be sad, and I want to remember who's who. So stay tuned until next week. No, sorry, until tomorrow. Wow, next week. Hopefully they do something fun for Rose's birthday. Stay amazing. Goodbye.